You pride yourself on honesty. You speak truth always, consequences be damned. You think brutal honesty is virtue, that telling it like it is makes you authentic and strong. And meanwhile, you're powerless, friendless, punished systematically for your integrity while strategic liars accumulate influence, relationships, and success. Your brutal honesty isn't strength, it's social suicide disguised as virtue. You're not authentic, you're tactically incompetent, destroying your own power through mistimed, poorly delivered truths that serve no one, least of all yourself. Right now, while you're reading this, someone half as honest as you is twice as influential, not because they're better liars, because they understand something you've been refusing to learn. Truth is weapon that requires strategic deployment. Right truth at wrong time destroys you. Right truth to wrong audience alienates allies. Right truth delivered wrong way makes enemies. Strategic honesty, knowing when to speak truth, when to withhold, when to soften, when to weaponize, creates maximum positive impact while protecting you from the punishment brutal honesty invites unnecessarily. Today, you learn ruthless, strategic truth that makes you honest and powerful simultaneously. Strategic honesty is not pathological lying, it's intelligent truth deployment. Understanding when and how to speak truth allows maximum impact while protecting yourself from punishment that brutal honesty invites unnecessarily. This isn't about becoming dishonest, this is about becoming strategically intelligent with your honesty. You can maintain complete integrity while deploying truth with timing, audience awareness, and delivery mastery that brutal honesty lacks. Strategic truth is integrity plus intelligence. Brutal honesty is integrity minus strategy, which equals self-destruction. I am Niccolo Machiavelli. In Chapter 18 of The Prince, I wrote what remains most misunderstood advice about honesty. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. A prince ought to take care that he never lets anything slip from his lips that is not replete with the 5 qualities mentioned above: mercy, faith, integrity, humanity, and religion. There is nothing more necessary to appear to have than this last quality. I wasn't teaching dishonesty, I was teaching strategic presentation. Appear to have virtues publicly while maintaining flexibility privately to act as circumstances require. Modern strategic communication research confirms honesty without strategic delivery creates worse outcomes than strategic honesty that considers timing, audience, and method. Costly, signaling theory demonstrates that brutal honesty often serves ego more than truth. You're signaling, I'm so authentic, I don't care about consequences, which is actually about your self-image, not about serving truth effectively. Research on honesty in negotiations shows that strategic selective disclosure outperforms both complete dishonesty and complete transparency. The integration is this. You can be a deeply honest person who strategically manages when you speak truth, to whom you speak it, and how you deliver it. This isn't compromising integrity, it's maximizing truth's positive impact while minimizing unnecessary damage brutal honesty causes. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I speak truth strategically, never brutally. 1. Truth, timing, mastery. Right. Truth, wrong time, tikti, disaster. The first principle is truth, timing mastery, understanding that right truth delivered at wrong time creates disaster, while same truth delivered at right time creates transformation. Timing transforms truth from destructive weapon into constructive tool. Your brutal honesty fails not because truth is wrong, but because your timing is catastrophically bad. Think about truths you've spoken that exploded relationships or opportunities. Was the truth itself the problem? Or was it that you delivered truth when person was emotionally activated, publicly exposed, or unable to process it? Right truth at wrong time gets rejected, creates resentment, and damages your credibility. Same truth at right time gets received, creates growth, and enhances your credibility. Here's timing mastery. Your friend makes bad decision. Brutal honesty. Tell them immediately publicly with full criticism. Result: they defend decision, resent you, ignore your wisdom. Strategic timing. Wait until they're calm and private, then share observation as concern. Result: they consider your perspective, appreciate your discretion, actually change behavior. Same truth, different timing, opposite outcomes. When you speak truth without timing strategy, you're prioritizing your need to be honest over truth's actual impact. When you time truth strategically, you're prioritizing truth being heard and useful over your need to say it immediately. This isn't dishonesty, it's effective honesty. The practice is separating your impulse to speak truth from strategic decision about when to speak it. Feel the truth. Acknowledge it internally. Then ask, when will this truth have maximum positive impact? Sometimes that's immediately. Often it's later, privately, when recipient is capable of receiving it constructively. Most people deliver truth based on when they feel compelled to say it, not when recipient can hear it. This serves speaker's ego, not truth's purpose. Strategic people deliver truth when it can actually create positive change, which requires timing that brutal honesty ignores. I want you to drop this affirmation. I time truth for maximum impact, not immediate ego's satisfaction. 2. Selective honesty based on audience readiness. The second principle is selective honesty based on audience readiness, understanding that some people are ready for truth, while others will use truth as weapon against you. You don't owe truth to people who will weaponize it. You reserve deeper truths for people who've demonstrated they can handle them constructively. Think about who you share truths with. Do you share equally with everyone? If so, you're giving same quality truth to people with vastly different readiness levels and intentions. Some will use your truth to grow, others will use it to exploit, judge, or attack you. Selective honesty protects truth and you by reserving deeper honesty for audiences that have earned it. Here's audience-based selectivity. Acquaintance asks about your struggles. Brutal honesty. Share everything, fears, weaknesses, failures. Result: they judge you. Share your vulnerabilities with others. Use information against you. Strategic selectivity. Share surface truth. Gauge their response. Reveal deeper truth only if they demonstrate trustworthiness. Result: you protect vulnerabilities while building trust incrementally with worthy people. When you're honest with everyone equally, you're treating all audiences as if they've earned deep truth. They haven't. When you calibrate honesty to audience readiness and demonstrated trustworthiness, you protect yourself while building genuine intimacy with deserving people. The practice is tiering honesty. Surface truths for everyone, weather-level honesty. Moderate truths for people who've shown basic trustworthiness. Deep truths only for people who've proven through sustained reciprocal vulnerability that they handle your truth constructively. Each tier is unlocked through demonstrated readiness. Most people believe authentic means equally honest with everyone. This is how you get exploited. Strategic people understand that deeper honesty is privilege earned through demonstrated trustworthiness, not right granted to everyone who asks. I want you to drop this affirmation. I calibrate honesty to audience readiness, not blanket disclosure. 3. Harsh truths delivered with strategic softening. The third principle is strategic softening of harsh truths, understanding that brutal delivery of hard truths makes them impossible to receive even when accurate. Truth needs landing pad of empathy and framing that makes it receivable. Harsh truth with strategic softening gets heard. Brutal truth without softening gets rejected automatically. Think about harsh truths you need to deliver: criticism, feedback, difficult realities. Do you deliver them bluntly, thinking directness is virtue? Blunt, harsh truth triggers defensive rejection. Strategically softened harsh truth creates space for reception. Same truth, different wrapping, dramatically different outcomes. Here's strategic softening. Employee performs poorly. Brutal approach. Your work is terrible, you need to improve, or you're fired. Result. Employee becomes defensive, resentful, performance worsens. Strategic softening. I see you're capable of excellent work based on Project X. This recent project doesn't reflect that capability. What's blocking you from bringing your best? Result. Employee feels seen, opens up about obstacles, performance improves. When you deliver harsh truth brutally, you're proving you're tough enough to say hard things. But recipient can't hear truth through their defensive response. When you soften harsh truth strategically, you're creating conditions where truth can actually penetrate and create change. This isn't weakness, it's effectiveness. The softening techniques start with genuine positive observation. Frame truth as gap between their capability and current performance, not character flaw. Ask questions that let them discover truth rather than forcing it on them. Express confidence they can close the gap. These softenings don't dilute truth, they make truth receivable. Most people believe softening harsh truth is being fake nice. This is why their harsh truths get rejected. Strategic people understand that harsh truths need strategic packaging to penetrate defensive reactions. The goal is truth being heard, not you demonstrating you're tough enough to say hard things. I want you to drop this affirmation. I soften harsh truth strategically for maximum reception. 4. Omission versus lying. Critical distinction. The fourth principle is mastering omission versus lying distinction, understanding that withholding truth is not the same as speaking falsehood. You don't owe everyone access to all truth. Strategic omission protects you and respects that not all truths serve all audiences. Lying is speaking falsehood. Omission is declining to speak truth. These are categorically different with different ethical implications. Think about information people request from you. Do you feel obligated to answer everything honestly? If so, you're treating all questions as if they deserve answers. They don't. Some questions are inappropriate. Some questioners haven't earned answer. Strategic omission lets you maintain integrity while protecting information that isn't owed. Here's the distinction. Someone asks about your salary. Lying, I make 50K when you make 100K. Omission, I prefer not to discuss compensation. Both protect information. Only one involves speaking falsehood. Omission maintains integrity while protecting privacy. You didn't lie, you declined to answer, which is your right. When you feel obligated to answer all questions honestly, you're giving others control over your information disclosure. When you master strategic omission, you maintain control. You decide what information serves what audiences. This isn't dishonesty. It's boundaries around information disclosure. The practice is recognizing that I prefer not to discuss that or that's private are complete answers that maintain integrity without full disclosure. You're not lying by omitting. You're choosing what information to share, which is fundamental right and strategic necessity. Most people conflate omission with lying because they've been taught honesty means telling everything. This creates vulnerability. Strategic people understand omission is legitimate integrity maintaining choice. You can be a completely honest person who strategically omits information not owed to specific audiences. I want you to drop this affirmation. I distinguish omission from lying, both serve integrity. 5. Truth as weapon, when deserved. The fifth principle is weaponizing truth against those who deserve it, understanding that sometimes truth is most effective weapon against manipulators, liars, or exploiters. When someone operates through deception, strategic deployment of truth that exposes them is legitimate weapon. Truth becomes weapon when aimed at those who weaponize lies. Think about dealing with manipulators or liars. Do you maintain polite silence? If so, you're letting deception thrive. Strategic truth weaponization exposes deception publicly, neutralizing manipulators' power. This isn't being mean, it's defensive truth deployment against offensive lies. Here's truth as weapon. Colleague takes credit for your work. Brutal response. Complain privately, achieve nothing. Strategic weaponization. In next meeting, ask innocently, "Can you explain how you developed that methodology? I'm curious about your process since I remember creating it differently when I developed it." Public truth exposure that forces them to either admit theft or dig deeper hole. Truth becomes weapon that protects your work. When you never weaponize truth, you're defenseless against those who weaponize lies. When you strategically deploy truth as weapon against deserving targets, you're protecting yourself and others from manipulators. This isn't being vindictive, it's using truth defensively against offensive deception. The key is deserving targets. Don't weaponize truth against honest people making mistakes. Reserve truth as weapon for deliberate manipulators, persistent liars, or exploiters who won't respond to private correction. Public truth exposure becomes necessary when private honesty fails and manipulation continues. Machiavelli understood that mercy to cruel becomes cruelty to merciful. Similarly, protecting liars through silence becomes cruelty to their victims. Strategic truth weaponization is defense of truth itself against systematic deception. I want you to drop this affirmation. I weaponize truth against manipulators who deserve exposure. 6. Manufactured ambiguity as protection. The sixth principle is manufactured ambiguity, deliberately maintaining strategic vagueness about your positions, intentions, or capabilities to protect yourself from being easily categorized, predicted, or exploited. Brutal honesty makes you completely readable. Strategic ambiguity makes you unpredictable, which is protection. Think about how much people know about your positions on everything. If they can predict exactly how you'll respond to any situation, you've made yourself exploitable. Manufactured ambiguity means keeping others uncertain about your full positions, making it harder to manipulate you through predicted responses. Here's manufactured ambiguity. Someone asks your political position on controversial issue. Brutal honesty. State your complete position clearly. Result: you're now categorized. Everyone knows exactly how to argue with or alienate you. Strategic ambiguity. I see merit in multiple perspectives on that. Context matters more than blanket positions. Result: you've maintained flexibility, avoided unnecessary enemies, kept strategic options open. When you're brutally honest about everything, you've given everyone complete map of your psychology. When you manufacture strategic ambiguity, you maintain mystery that protects against manipulation. People can't manipulate what they can't predict. The practice is recognizing questions where complete honesty creates vulnerability. Your full political positions, your complete relationship history, your detailed financial situation, your comprehensive career plans. Strategic ambiguity lets you engage these topics without full disclosure that creates exploitation opportunities. Most people believe ambiguity is dishonesty. It's not. It's declining to provide complete information to audiences who haven't earned it. You can be a deeply honest person who maintains strategic ambiguity about information that, if fully disclosed, creates unnecessary vulnerability. I want you to drop this affirmation. I manufacture ambiguity strategically. Clarity is earned. 7. Radical honesty, reserved for deserving relationships. The seventh principle is reserving radical honesty for deserving relationships. Understanding that complete, unfiltered, brutal honesty is intimate gift that should be given only to relationships that have earned it through reciprocal vulnerability, demonstrated trustworthiness, and sustained commitment. Not everyone deserves your full truth. Think about who receives your deepest honesty. Do you give it freely to anyone who asks? If so, you're treating intimate honesty as public commodity. Radical honesty should be reserved for relationships that have proven through years of reciprocal trust that they can handle and protect your full truth. Here's the distinction. Casual friend asks about your deepest fears. Brutal honesty, share everything, treating casual friendship as if it were intimate bond. Result: overexposure, vulnerability weaponized, relationship damaged by premature depth. Strategic reservation, share surface truths, deepen honesty slowly as friendship proves itself worthy. Reserve radical honesty for decade-long relationships that have earned complete access. When you're radically honest with everyone, you're giving away intimacy's most valuable currency, complete truth, to people who haven't earned it. When you reserve radical honesty for deserving relationships, you protect yourself while building genuine depth with worthy people. The practice is tiering honesty depth, casual honesty for casual relationships, moderate honesty for developing relationships, radical honesty only for deeply committed relationships that have demonstrated reciprocal vulnerability and trustworthiness over years. Each tier is earned through sustained demonstration of worthy handling of previous tier. Most people believe being yourself means equally honest everywhere. This creates indiscriminate vulnerability. Strategic people understand that complete honesty is intimate gift reserved for relationships that have proven they deserve and protect it. Everyone else gets calibrated honesty appropriate to relationship depth. I want you to drop this affirmation. Radical honesty is reserved for proven relationships only. You are no longer someone punished systematically for brutal honesty. You're not someone who destroys relationships and opportunities through mistimed, poorly delivered, indiscriminate truth. You're not someone who treats honesty as binary choice between lying and brutal disclosure. You're not someone who gives complete truth to unworthy audiences or withholds truth from manipulators who deserve exposure. You are someone whose strategic truth creates power, who times truth for maximum impact, not ego satisfaction, who calibrates honesty to audience readiness, protecting vulnerabilities while building genuine intimacy with worthy people, who delivers harsh truths with strategic softening that makes them receivable, who distinguishes omission from lying, using both strategically while maintaining integrity, who weaponizes truth against manipulators who deserve exposure, who manufactures protective ambiguity around information that doesn't serve disclosure, who reserves radical honesty for relationships that have earned complete access through demonstrated worthiness. Your honesty is no longer self-destructive virtue. It's strategically deployed asset that creates influence, protects you from exploitation, builds genuine depth with deserving people while maintaining boundaries with unworthy audiences. You can be a deeply honest person whose strategic intelligence makes honesty powerful rather than punishing. This transformation doesn't compromise your integrity, it protects it. Brutal honesty that destroys relationships and opportunities doesn't serve truth, it serves ego. Strategic honesty that times, targets, and delivers truth effectively serves truth's actual purpose, creating understanding, growth, and positive change while protecting honest person from unnecessary punishment. Machiavelli taught that appearing virtuous while maintaining flexibility is not hypocrisy, it's strategic intelligence. Modern strategic communication confirms honesty without strategic delivery creates worse outcomes than strategic honesty that considers timing, audience, and method. You've now integrated both deep integrity plus strategic intelligence that makes your honesty powerful rather than punishing. Drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I speak truth strategically. My honesty serves my power. I am ruthlessly intelligent with truth. Subscribe to this channel because we're teaching how to be honest and powerful simultaneously. A combination Brutal honesty destroys and strategic intelligence creates. Like this video, if you're ready to stop being punished for mistimed truth and start wielding honesty as strategic asset. Share it with someone whose brutal honesty is destroying their power unnecessarily. Your brutal honesty was destroying you. Today it became strategic weapon through intelligent deployment that creates power while maintaining integrity.